Bitching about electricity rates is the new provincial pastime in Ontario these days, and with good reason. Power rates in Ontario used to be amongst the lowest in North America. Today they are amongst the highest. We can thank grotesque acts of liberal vandalism such as the green energy disaster, strategy. Then there was the premature closing of coal plants and aborting half-built gas plants and implementing a carbon tax. And then there's the harsh reality that when it comes to management skills, the Liberals are currently on the same level as the GM of the Cleveland Browns. But this just in, folks, it's not the Liberals who are to blame for the power file catastrophe. Nope, it's you. That's right, Mr. and Mrs. First World Consumer, sucking up all that energy to fuel your ostentatious lifestyle. Well, at least that's the premise of Toronto Star lifestyle reporter Sean McAuliffe. In a recent column, McAuliffe concedes that hydro rates are indeed rich, but so too are our lifestyles. Yes, apparently wanting to heat our homes when the thermometer plunges south of -10 is an act of extravagance lifted straight from the lifestyles of the rich and famous. McAuliffe, or is that pronounced make a left, also laments that the rise in hydro prices is fueling Kathleen Wynne hatred, which has become, quote, a self-sustaining industry now, end quote. Oh, boo-hoo. But the Star Scribe thinks we should cut the progressive premier some slack. Just check out this pithy prose, quote, "What isn't normal is the deeply comfortable lifestyle we've grown accustomed to here. Ontario gets very cold and very hot, but it's always very comfortable. It isn't like this elsewhere. In many European countries, winter is a time when you bundle up indoors and out. In Malta, people huddle near space heaters when the temperature dips to single digits or the low teens, heating just one room at a time. In the sweltering summer, people will turn the air conditioning on only in the rooms they are in and switch it off when they leave," end quote. Note to self, remove a vacation to Malta from the Menzoid bucket list. Now, this whiny column goes on and on about the levels of misery we should embrace because despite working like dogs and being taxed like serfs, we really aren't worthy to live a comfortable lifestyle. Well, not according to McAuliffe. And rather than blaming the Wynne government for its grotesque mismanagement regarding the energy file, what we really need to do is dial back the clock and party like it's 1499. Hey, let's make every hour Earth Hour. Let's trade our first world lifestyle for a third world one. Bundle up and huddle around the space heater, kids, lest Jack Frost gives you some frostbite overnight. And stop hating Premier Wynne. She has to pay massive energy bills too, you know. Oddly, McAuliffe doesn't address the damned if you do, damned if you don't factor when it comes to electricity. Namely, the vast majority of consumers are already doing everything they can to conserve energy in order to save what little money they have left. But this in turn adversely affects the revenues of the power companies. Less energy consumption means utilities have to increase rates to make up revenue shortfalls. It's a catch-22 caught in a vicious cycle. And not to be rude, but I really wonder if the Toronto Star's lifestyle reporter is himself living in some mud hut illuminated by candlelight and warmed by a space heater as he pounds out his propaganda via manual typewriter. I doubt it. But then again, folks, if there's one thing Liberals and their apologists are brilliant at generating, it's that ongoing narrative of do as I say, not as I do. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey, like what you just saw? Then click subscribe below and never miss another Rebel video.